Hi friends, welcome to the Geography Insider. Today we are going to discuss the geography of the Sumerian civilization. The Sumerians were one of the earliest civilizations in human history, flourishing in Mesopotamia, also known as the cradle of civilization. The geography of this region played a crucial role in the development of the Sumerian civilization. Situated between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers in modern-day southern Iraq, the Sumerians thrived in an environment with abundant water and fertile soil. In this video, we will explore how the rivers, fertile crescent, city-states, trade routes, and environmental challenges shaped the geography of the Sumerian civilization and influenced its growth. Join us as we delve into the fascinating world of the Sumerians and uncover how their geography impacted their civilization's achievements and challenges. Sumerian civilization emerged in a region known as Sumer, which was located in what is now modern-day southern Iraq. Sumer was situated between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, in an area often referred to as the Fertile Crescent. This region was named so due to its crescent-like shape and its exceptionally fertile soils, which were ideal for agriculture. The Tigris and Euphrates rivers were the lifeblood of Sumer, providing a reliable water source that allowed for the development of advanced agricultural practices. The rivers would flood annually, depositing nutrient-rich silt that replenished the soil and made it highly fertile for farming. This abundance of water and fertile land made Sumer one of the earliest cradles of civilization, where humans first learned to cultivate crops, domesticate animals, and settle in permanent communities. The location of Sumer along the rivers also offered other advantages. The rivers served as natural transportation routes, allowing for the movement of people, goods, and ideas. The Sumerians developed boats made of reeds and timber for transportation along the rivers, as well as wheeled carts for overland trade. This facilitated the growth of trade and commerce, and helped Sumer establish economic relations with neighboring regions. Furthermore, the rivers also supported the development of complex irrigation systems, with canals, dikes, and levees constructed to control the flow of water and manage irrigation. This enabled the Sumerians to cultivate a variety of crops, such as barley, wheat, and dates, which formed the basis of their agricultural economy. The location of Sumer in the Fertile Crescent between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers was a key factor in the development of the Sumerian civilization. The availability of water, fertile land, and transportation routes along the rivers facilitated the growth of agriculture, trade, and urbanization, shaping the geography of Sumer and contributing to its status as one of the earliest and most influential civilizations in human history. The rivers, namely the Tigris and Euphrates, played a crucial role in the development of the Sumerian civilization. These rivers provided water, fertile soil, and transportation routes that were essential for the growth and sustenance of Sumerian society. The Tigris and Euphrates rivers were the lifeblood of Sumerian agriculture. They flooded annually, depositing nutrient-rich silt that rejuvenated the soil, making it highly fertile for farming. The Sumerians developed advanced irrigation systems to harness the waters of these rivers for their agricultural needs. They built a network of canals, dikes, and levees to control the flow of water and direct it to their fields. This allowed them to cultivate crops throughout the year, even in dry seasons, and greatly increased their agricultural productivity. The Sumerians also constructed reservoirs and storage basins to collect and store excess water during the floods, which could be used during times of drought. These irrigation practices were crucial in supporting a surplus of agricultural production, which in turn led to the growth of population and urban centers. The availability of water from the rivers also enabled the Sumerians to develop a diverse range of crops, including barley, wheat, dates, and various fruits and vegetables. This agricultural surplus not only sustained the local population but also supported trade and commerce with neighboring regions, leading to the development of a complex economy. Moreover, the rivers served as natural transportation routes, allowing for the movement of people, goods, and ideas. The Sumerians developed boats made of reeds and timber, which were used for transportation along the rivers and facilitated trade with other regions. The rivers also connected different Sumerian city-states, fostering cultural exchange and the spread of technological advancements. However, the rivers also presented challenges to the Sumerians. The irregular flooding patterns could sometimes cause devastating floods or destructive erosion of the irrigation systems. The need for constant maintenance and repair of the canals and dikes required significant labor and resources. Despite these challenges, the Sumerians managed to overcome them through their ingenuity and expertise in irrigation practices. The rivers, especially the Tigris and Euphrates, were a fundamental element of the geography of the Sumerian civilization. They provided water, fertile soil, and transportation routes that supported agriculture, trade, and urbanization. The Sumerians' mastery of irrigation systems allowed them to harness the power of the rivers and create a prosperous civilization in ancient Mesopotamia. One of the distinctive features of the Sumerian civilization was the development of city-states and the process of urbanization. The growth of urban centers had a profound impact on the social, economic, and political aspects of Sumerian society. The Sumerian civilization was characterized by the rise of several independent city-states, each with its own government, economy, and culture. These city-states emerged as the Sumerians transitioned from a rural, agrarian society to a more urbanized and complex civilization. The fertile soils of Sumer, supported by the irrigation systems, allowed for surplus agricultural production, which in turn supported the growth of population and the development of urban centers. The city-states of Sumer were often centered around a major city, such as Uruk, Ur, Lagash, and Nippur, which served as the political and economic hubs of the region. These cities were densely populated and marked by impressive architectural structures, including monumental temples, palaces, and defensive walls. The city-states were often walled, providing protection from external threats and serving as symbols of power and authority. Urbanization in Sumer also led to the development of specialized labor and trade. As the cities grew, a diverse range of skilled craftsmen, merchants, and laborers emerged, creating a complex economic system. The Sumerians engaged in trade both locally and internationally, exchanging goods such as agricultural products, textiles, metals, and luxury items with neighboring regions. The city-states of Sumer were also centers of religious and cultural activities. The Sumerians practiced a polytheistic religion, worshipping numerous gods and goddesses. Temples, often towering ziggurats, were constructed in the cities to honor the gods and serve as places of worship, administration, and education. The cities also became centers of learning and innovation, with scribes, scholars, and artisans contributing to the development of writing, literature, art, and technology. The city-states of Sumer were organized under a complex system of government, often led by kings or rulers who exercised political and military authority. The city-states were often in competition with each other for resources, territory, and influence, leading to conflicts and alliances. Despite their political rivalries, the city-states of Sumer also engaged in diplomatic relations and cultural exchange, leaving behind a rich legacy of art, literature, and intellectual achievements. The rise of city-states and the process of urbanization were significant developments in the geography of the Sumerian civilization. The growth of urban centers fostered economic specialization, trade, religious practices, and cultural achievements. The city-states of Sumer played a pivotal role in shaping the social, economic, and political aspects of Sumerian society, and their legacy continues to influence our understanding of ancient Mesopotamia. The Sumerian civilization, despite its remarkable achievements, also faced significant environmental challenges that influenced their society, economy, and way of life. The geographical location of Sumer, combined with the agricultural practices and urbanization, led to several environmental challenges that impacted the civilization. Flooding. The Sumerian civilization was located in the Mesopotamian region, between the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, which were prone to annual floods. While the floods brought fertility to the land, allowing for agricultural production, they also posed challenges. Unpredictable and sometimes devastating floods could damage crops, homes, and infrastructure, resulting in loss of life and property. The Sumerians had to develop sophisticated irrigation systems, such as canals and dikes, to manage the floods and regulate water supply for agriculture. Salinization: the Sumerians practiced intensive agriculture, relying on irrigation to cultivate their land. However, the constant use of water for irrigation led to the accumulation of salts in the soil, known as salinization. Over time, salinization reduced the fertility of the soil, making it less suitable for agriculture. The Sumerians had to develop techniques to manage salinization, such as building drainage systems and using crop rotation methods to maintain agricultural productivity. Deforestation: the Sumerians relied on timber for various purposes, including building construction, fuel, and boat building. However, the extensive deforestation for these purposes resulted in the depletion of forest resources in the region. Deforestation led to soil erosion, loss of biodiversity, and changes in the local climate. The Sumerians had to adapt by finding alternative sources of timber and developing more sustainable practices for managing their forest resources. Water management: the Sumerians' reliance on irrigation for agriculture and urbanization required sophisticated water management systems. They built canals, dikes, and reservoirs to regulate water supply, ensure proper distribution of water, and manage floodwaters. However, these water management systems required continuous maintenance and management, as well as cooperation among city-states to prevent conflicts over water resources. Health and sanitation: the dense urban population in Sumerian city-states posed challenges in terms of health and sanitation. The lack of proper waste management and sanitation systems in urban areas led to issues such as pollution, water contamination, and disease outbreaks. The Sumerians had to develop rudimentary systems for waste disposal, sewage management, and public health measures to mitigate these challenges. The Sumerian civilization faced significant environmental challenges due to their geographical location, agricultural practices, and urbanization. These challenges required innovative solutions and adaptations to manage floods, salinization, deforestation, water management, and health and sanitation. Despite these challenges, the Sumerians developed sophisticated systems and technologies to mitigate the environmental impacts and sustain their civilization for several centuries. Trade and transportation were vital aspects of the Sumerian civilization, enabling the exchange of goods, ideas, and culture with neighboring regions and beyond. The Sumerians developed sophisticated trade networks and transportation systems that facilitated economic growth, cultural exchange, and the development of urban centers. The rivers, namely the Tigris and Euphrates, played a crucial role in the trade and transportation of the Sumerian civilization. These rivers served as natural transportation routes, allowing for the movement of goods, people, and ideas. The Sumerians developed boats made of reeds and timber, which were used for transportation along the rivers and facilitated trade with other regions. These boats could carry goods such as agricultural products, textiles, metals, and luxury items, which were transported to different city-states and beyond. The Sumerians engaged in both local and international trade. Locally, trade took place among the city-states of Sumer, with each city-state specializing in certain goods or products based on their geographical advantages. For example, some city-states were known for their agricultural production, while others specialized in crafts or textiles. This intra-regional trade allowed for the exchange of goods and services, creating a complex economic system within Sumer. Internationally, the Sumerians traded with neighboring regions such as Elam, Anatolia, and the Indus Valley. They established trade routes that extended beyond the Mesopotamian region, reaching distant lands through overland caravans and maritime routes. This international trade allowed for the exchange of valuable goods, such as precious metals, gemstones, and rare commodities, which enriched the Sumerian economy and culture. To facilitate trade, the Sumerians developed a system of standardized weights and measures, which allowed for accurate valuation and exchange of goods. They also used clay tablets as records of commercial transactions, serving as early forms of written contracts and receipts. Trade in Sumer also contributed to cultural exchange and the spread of ideas. Through trade contacts with other regions, the Sumerians were exposed to different cultures, religions, technologies, and artistic styles. This exchange of ideas enriched Sumerian culture, influencing their language, religion, art, and technology. In addition to river-based transportation, the Sumerians also developed overland transportation networks. They built roads, bridges, and caravan routes that connected different city-states and regions, facilitating the movement of people, goods, and ideas. These transportation networks played a crucial role in the growth of urban centers, as they facilitated the movement of goods and people, stimulating economic activities and cultural exchange. Trade and transportation were essential components of the Sumerian civilization. The rivers and overland networks allowed for the movement of goods, people, and ideas, facilitating economic growth, cultural exchange, and the development of urban centers. Trade with neighboring regions enriched Sumerian economy and culture, and the transportation networks played a pivotal role in connecting different city-states and regions within Sumer. The geography of the Sumerian civilization played a crucial role in shaping their society, economy, and way of life. Located in the Mesopotamian region with access to the Tigris and Euphrates rivers, the Sumerians developed an advanced civilization that was marked by their city-states, urbanization, trade, and agricultural practices. The rivers and irrigation systems were the lifeblood of Sumerian agriculture, allowing for the development of advanced irrigation techniques and sophisticated systems of water management. The city-states of Sumer were among the first in human history, leading to the rise of urbanization, social stratification, and the development of complex governance structures. Trade and transportation were critical aspects of Sumerian civilization, with their location at the crossroads of various trade routes allowing for the exchange of goods, ideas, and culture with neighboring regions. However, the Sumerians also faced environmental challenges such as flooding, salinization, deforestation, water management, and health and sanitation issues, which required innovative solutions and adaptations. Despite these challenges, the Sumerians made significant contributions to human civilization, including the development of the first known form of writing, cuneiform, the establishment of the earliest known legal codes, the invention of the wheel, the development of early mathematics, and the creation of monumental architecture. In conclusion, the Sumerian civilization was a remarkable civilization that left a lasting impact on human history. Their geography, including the rivers and irrigation systems, city-states and urbanization, trade and transportation, as well as environmental challenges, shaped their civilization and influenced their achievements. The legacy of the Sumerian civilization continues to be studied and appreciated by historians, archaeologists, and scholars worldwide as a pioneering civilization that laid the foundation for many aspects of modern human civilization. Thank you for watching another amazing video from the Geography Insider YouTube channel. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below to let us know your thoughts. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and click the bell icon to stay up to date with our latest content. We appreciate your support and hope to see you again soon.